beautiful people, and welcome back to another video. My name is Sakshi Patel and I'm 5th year PharmD student. Today in this video I would be telling you guys about our journey or my teammates journey for deciding or to coming to conclusion for our project topic. Now if you are a PharmD 5th year student, then we know that there are three major topics or major fields from which we have to decide our project topic. First is pharmacovigilance, then we have pharmacoeconomics, and third we have pharmacoepidemiology. Yeah, so these are the three major topics from which we have to decide our project topic, okay, or project title. So first of all we decided that we had to do on pharmacoeconomics. Out of pharmacoepidemiology, pharmacovigilance and pharmacoeconomics, we sorted it out or filtered to pharmacoeconomics. Now why we chose pharmacoeconomics is just because whenever we go out or whenever we have graduated once from the college or once we have got a degree, the demand right now for all the pharmaceutical companies or everywhere, it is for pharmacoeconomics, right? Because if you go in any company, they just want to see how they can profit, how they can benefit. That is the sole reason that we took the topic pharmacoeconomics. Epidemiology and vigilance is also good. First we did think about doing it on vigilance, but then we were told that economics fetches you better better rapport when you tell that to your interviewer. Okay, if you tell your interviewer that we did on pharmacoeconomics, it gives a better rapport, it creates a better rapport with your interviewer, because that is, as I told, that is what the companies want, right? They want to see how they can make their profit. So just so that it fetches us more marks, or later on when we go for interview, it helps during that, because during our interviews they don't much ask about marks and stuff like that, but almost all our PharmD teachers have always told us that they have always been asked about their project during the interview. They have been questioned thoroughly about their project work during the interview. So it is kind of for a longer run, obviously, but we are studying for getting a good job only, right? So that's why we filtered it to pharmacoeconomics. Epidemiology and vigilance, they are also good, as I told you. Now in pharmacoeconomics also, first we were thinking about doing it on rheumatoid arthritis, that is comparing different kind of therapies. There are so many different types of drugs that are used for rheumatoid arthritis. There are NSAIDs, DMARDs and steroids, stuff like that. First we thought about doing on this is also an amazing topic, okay, because in our hospital, when we were posted to ortho ward, we did see that there are a lot of patients with rheumatoid arthritis. So yeah, that's why we chose this topic. We were going to compare cost and effectiveness of different of NSAID versus DMARDs, or NSAIDs versus corticosteroids, or stuff like that. So that is what we chose first. We decided against that topic for some reasons. Now first reason is that in our hospital there was not much patient or sample size for this topic, okay. If we choose rheumatoid arthritis, then first of all it happens beyond 65 years of age, so that will go in vulnerable because it goes in geriatric age, so that will be vulnerable subject or vulnerable population. So it would have been trickier for the ethics committee for our approval. First is that, okay, that age matters here, age matters, okay. Second one is because there was not much sample size also in our hospital. Now when we were posted, we did see a lot of patients, but throughout the year there weren't many patients for rheumatoid arthritis. So second is that. Now third is that DMARDs and NSAIDs that are not mainly given to patients, because when they come to hospital, they come it when they cannot at all bear it, okay, or when they've got a fracture because of it, or when it has really gone to beyond just medication. So most of the time there is knee replacement surgery done. Now if knee replacement surgery is done, means again that patient has been eliminated from the sample size. Then there were many knee replacement surgeries also done. They are also done in our hospital. So because of these three reasons we decided against rheumatoid arthritis. So first was because it would have gone into geriatric population, which is vulnerable population or vulnerable group. Second problem was the sample size, and third is that this was not feasible because instead of giving medications, they are given medications also, but most of the population, it actually opted for knee replacement surgery rather than being on medications, or that that RA had progressed so severely that they really needed just the surgery. Alright, so next we decided, now after this we decided about cancer, for palliative care in cancer. What are the different kind of treatments given for palliative care in cancer? Now what's palliative care is that when cancer cannot be treated or when it has really progressed very much, that time instead of going to chemotherapy, they just take medications for their pain. That is what is palliative care. Okay, so we were told not to take palliative care, because first of all there would be lot of diversity. Okay, you cannot compare metastatic cancer versus benign cancer for pharmacoeconomic or in palliative care. That is just not possible. Okay, even if we took for example just one cancer, for example if we took I guess esophageal cancer, but then location of the cancer would vary, the sex would vary, it could be male or female, the age would vary. Okay, and obviously the medication might also vary. So because of diversification we could not choose it. And third, the most important thing was that because of cancer, because of all the chemotherapy that the patient has already gone, there is so much inflammation in the body, the patient is really in so much pain, they literally screaming out of pain, they are given fentanyl or morphine for their pain. We know this, right? Most of the cancer patients, they are given fentanyl or morphine for the pain. It is that level of pain. So even if we went through this topic, even if we were to conduct our study on palliative care about different treatment cost versus effectiveness, but if we went through, we asked the patient on pain scale, it is 0 to 10, they would obviously tell us 10, right? Because already they are in so much pain. No patient would be going to tell us that we are in less pain now or stuff like that. Okay, so because of these three reasons, I don't know why I'm saying regions, so because of these three reasons we decided against cancer. So first one was that because of the diversification, and second is because of they are already in so much pain, we cannot actually justify, the pain scale can't justify their pain. Okay, that is it. Okay, third, we actually chose to do it on breast cancer. Now this again, we were so invested in this topic of breast cancer because there is a lot of sample size. Okay, for breast cancer and for oral cancer there is a lot of sample size here in our hospital at least. But we decided against it because again breast cancer has a lot of diversification. There is different kind of breast cancer, there is different genetic predisposition, non-genetic predisposition in breast cancer also affects, that is HER positive, HER negative, stuff like that. There can be metastatic, there can be benign, so again the sample size reduces. Even if we were to compare benign HER positive breast cancer to benign HER positive breast cancer, then because it is benign HER positive breast cancer, then the medication given is same. So there would be no difference in cost for us to compare for pharmacoeconomic. Are you getting it? So yeah, that is why we decided against breast cancer, although honestly we gave months to breast cancer to evaluate if we can actually do it. But yeah, we could not do it because breast cancer, as I told you, it has a lot of diversification, and if there is same kind of cancer, then obviously same kind of medication will be given, right? If you have same kind of nausea, same severity of nausea, then ondansetron, if you then ondansetron 2 milligram or 4 milligram will be given. Okay, so that is the basic thing. Okay, third, which is not third but the fourth topic, which is now our finalized topic on which we are now doing our project work, is diabetic nephropathy, to find out the prevalence, risk factor and pharmacoeconomic burden on patients of diabetic nephropathy in tertiary care hospital. This is the topic. I'll repeat it. To find the prevalence, risk factors and pharmacoeconomic burden of diabetic nephropathy in patients of diabetic nephropathy in tertiary care hospital. Out of this also, during our ethical review, we were told to eliminate prevalence because the sample size is just not as much. Okay, And prevalence also, it is that if you want to go for prevalence, that is epidemiology, then you will have to take a larger data. Okay, we just can't say that in this we just can't calculate prevalence from one single hospital. That is not at all the way how prevalence should be calculated. Okay, we got to know that later. So finalized was to evaluate risk factors and pharmacoeconomic burden on patients of diabetic nephropathy in tertiary care hospital. So what we now do is that through our patient data collection form, we ask the patient about, we evaluate the patients for the risk factor, which list we have, and also the pharmacoeconomic burden, which includes direct medical and direct non-medical cost. I will talk in depth about my project, that is this project, finalized project for diabetic nephropathy, in next video. But in this video I really wanted just to tell you guys that these are the different topics, why we did not choose them, so that you guys do not make the same mistake. Okay, so revising, you will be getting 3 major topics from which you have to decide your project. First is pharmacoeconomics, pharmacoepidemiology, and pharmacovigilance. From that you have to subdivide whatever you want to take, so decide on that first. Okay, decide whether you want to do it pharmacoeconomics, epidemiology, and vigilance. Vigilance is also very good, you know, ADR monitoring, it is extremely good, so you can do that also. Epidemiology is also good, so you can go for that also, but we choose economics for the reasons that I told you guys. Alright, so decide on that first, and you can never be early in deciding the topic for project. Okay, trust me, you would be getting so many rejections, so start deciding upon your project topic as early as possible. Even after we started deciding upon our project titles after our 4th year examinations. Okay, just as 4th year examinations got completed, we started with deciding about our project work examination. So if possible, tell your teachers if they can make groups earlier also, so that you can start planning for the project faster. That will really help you guys, because when we started deciding of our project title, we did not have our groups decided. We thought that we will have to make groups, so we made it with our friends only, and we decided upon the project topic. But then on the first day of 5th year, we were told that the teachers would be deciding our groups. So ask the teachers if they can decide upon the groups, or they can tell you about the groups during the break between 4th year and 5th year, so that you can start evaluating different topics for your project work. That will really help you. And then start telling your ideas to teachers or to HODs or to clinical pharmacists or whichever guide or whichever sir, whomsoever you can find, so that you can start getting rejections earlier. Trust me, getting rejections earlier in this case is so important. It is so good, because you will just be saving that much of time. It can even happen, it even happened with lot of our friends, that after that their entire project was made, after they gave everything for the ethics committee to review, their project was rejected and they had to start from scratch again. So decide upon your project topic very thoroughly, very as soon as possible, because that will really help you to be a step ahead and just to start work earlier. Okay, because later on when you will have the evaluations or the result calculation or stuff like that, it will take a lot of time, for the thesis typing or for the article writing and stuff like that, for data collection also. So just start preparing for your titles, start deciding about what the topics you want to take, major topics, subtopics, everything. Okay, so yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.